By now, there is no doubt that you are aware that planning and prepping your meals is crucial to get the best nutrition for rugby performance and stop grabbing at random snacks from the shop before you go to training, or skipping meals because you're too busy. Yet it is still near impossible for 90% of the players out there. Well, today I'm going to walk you through a simple rugby meal prep system with some quality, fast examples that I personally recommend. And please stick around to the end because I'll share one crucial tip that destroys the very thing that prevents players from sticking to their plan, and you need to know it. So meal prepping, it doesn't just save you time, it is a habit that supports consistency and your rugby performance. Through prepping and eating really good meals, you can hit your nutrition targets without any added stress. You can time your meals properly around training and work or whatever goes on in your day. You can avoid those last minute choices that usually aren't going to support your goals, like maybe a quick pie from the shop or a pizza on the way home. And you can save serious money across the week. The average player is going to spend way more than they realize on scattered lunches and post-training takeaways. And this puts control back into your hands. So let's get into it. Check out some of my favorite rugby meals that I like to prep. For breakfast, I like to do protein overnight oats. These are fast, you don't need to cook anything, high protein option as well for your breakfast. We've got oats, add water, you can add some Greek yogurt or milk as well. I like to add protein powder to get my protein intake started straight away. Some chia and some flax seeds for added fiber and protein again, and some frozen berries or banana that helps me with that color and get those vitamins in. You can prep it in a jar or a container the night before, chuck it in the fridge, it is ready to go when you wake up. Meal number 2 is our lunch chicken and bean fajita wraps. Simple, really easy to prep wraps that can be eaten hot or cold when you're on the road. Chicken breasts, mixed beans, you can use kidney, black, whatever you like, peppers and onions, some wraps, and some added optional salsa if you want, or some guacamole. I like to add leafy veg to these as well, spinach in particular, full of good stuff. Wrap it up, store it, you're done. For dinner, you can do build your own rice bowls. You choose a base and then you have multiple variations throughout the week. We've got cooked rice, we've got a protein sauce, it could be beef mince, pork mince, chicken, salmon, tofu. Add your veg, roasted, steamed, some salad, whatever you like, and then some sauce or seasoning. Soy, curry, Spanish tomato, etc. You can batch cook your rice and your protein options, and then you can rotate the flavors across the week for variety using different spices, sauces, and veggies. Finally, a little snack option. Fruit and mixed nuts is great. It's portable and you don't have to prep anything. Great for energy before training or as a protein booster snack if you pair it with a protein shake, for example. You can combine a piece of fruit with just a small handful of mixed nuts or seeds. It's whole, it's natural, it's carbs, proteins, fats, and all of the good kind. Likely a better option than a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar. There you go. Make sure you save this video if you like the look of those recipes. Key bonus to prepping your meals like these is controlling your portions. You can manipulate the protein, carbs, fats, the vegetables, all of it to suit your goals. If you're trying to build muscle and you're training really hard, then increase your protein slightly or add an extra portion of carbs as well. If you're eating before training, you can keep your fats lower and you can focus on easily digestible carbs to avoid sluggishness, like a little bit of bread or some fruit. This gives you control so you can adjust your food to your current training needs and your body composition goals. You can also keep variety in your foods without trying to reinvent the wheel. Something to keep in mind is you need variety so that you don't get bored of the same food. It's also just generally good for your health. But I'm not saying that you need 10 different recipes to stay consistent. Use one base, like rice, chicken, or wraps, and just change the seasoning or the veg to keep things interesting. This reduces your prep time, it keeps your taste buds engaged without overcomplicating anything or taking up loads and loads of hours of the day. So here is the truth that you might have been thinking up to this point as well. This isn't new, yet most players don't do it. Not because they don't know what to eat, but because they don't prioritize it. It slips behind the other noise of life, which is totally understandable. To make this work requires a mindset shift. What's more important? Is it watching 5 episodes of your favorite show when you're a bit hungover, or is it prepping your meals for the week? Maybe you want to watch 2 episodes, get to cooking, and then you can relax after with the food all sorted and you can watch the rest. It's about planning. It's not perfection and grind. What you need to do is schedule meal prep into your week like you would your gym sessions, your training sessions, work, seeing friends, everything. Because fueling your body right for rugby performance isn't optional if you want to be a next level player. I personally challenge you to write in your calendar after this video when you are going to have a big old cooking session this week, and then go and do it. and then go and do it again. I realized that this was fairly general and we didn't go specifically into meal timing, any pre or post-match nutrition, all that stuff. We'll cover that in another video. However, I have attached some sample meals down below. Feel free to download them and get cooking. They're completely free for you. Let me know also your favorite rugby meals in the comments. I love to share ideas and I love to see yours. If you want access to more simple coaching like this, plus your training plans, recovery systems, full coach support, you can join our 28-day program for free today. The link's in the description as well.